Good afternoon. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant. It's a general reading for the month of September. Now, those eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that I've already done a video for Sagittarius, but when I looked back at it, it felt like there were two different messages trying to come through at the same time, and I wasn't very happy with the way it came through. So being as I have some slightly perfectionist tendencies, I decided that the best thing to do would be to remake the video. My hat is quite cold outside. But I've decided to use a different deck as well, because for some reason, like, that one's just not having it. So I'm using the Crow Tarot this time by MJ Cullinane, and we'll see how it goes. I haven't decided if I'm gonna take down the original Sagittarius one or leave it up. I'm inclined to think there's probably a message in there for someone, but I don't know how good two half messages are to anyone, really. So, I don't know, I'll have a think about it. Sagittarius, September. I'll show you the cards once I've got them down on the table. These are a bit bigger than the other ones and take a bit of getting used to for shuffling. So I've been using the other ones, so. One card, Sagittarius, September. One. Okay, got the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's the shadow card underlying the reading. Which deck do I want to use to clarify? Let's have a look. This one. Right, bear with me, we're just going to get some clarifiers and then we'll start the reading proper. Right, we've got the High Priest and the Tower. High Priestess, honey. Oh, it's been a long day already. Got the Fool. Page of Pentacles. So Empress is on the bottom of the deck here. So the cards you've got are the Two of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I'll go through the clarifiers as we go. The first card is the Two of Cups. And that's water energy, so it's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's a card of union. It's a card of partnership. You know, one cup filling the other, but it's kissing, little heart, and that sort of thing. It's two people coming together with a shared goal, I guess. If it's a romantic reading, obviously they're coming into union as a couple. But this could be a work reading as well, so it could be somebody that you're going into partnership, or it could be a friendship, it could be something like that. It's two people coming together for whatever reason. And it's clarified by the High Priestess. The High Priestess is Major Arcana. It's the card of Pisces. So that may or may not be important. Maybe a sign of somebody that you're dealing with. But it's another water card. That's the important thing to remember. The High Priestess is the keeper of knowledge. And she sits between the end and the beginning. She sits in the grey space in between, and she knows everything, but she doesn't tell. Right? So because of that, she comes to mean secrets, things that are hidden. Hidden knowledge, hidden information, secrets. And she's highly intuitive. When it's combined with the Two of Cups, it suggests that there's secrets in a partnership, in a relationship. You know, between these two people, whoever they refer to you, there are secrets, there are things that are hidden. And the next card you've got is the Tower, right? It's a Scorpio card. You notice that there are like two people falling out of the tower here that's being hit by lightning. Yeah. And the Tower is a card of shocking change. It's a card that indicates that whatever's not built on proper sturdy foundations, when it gets hit by lightning, this little act of God here, it's going to make the tower burst into flames. It's going to fall down, people are going to fall out. And there are two people in this card, just as there are two people in this card. And it's funny, I was talking about the High Priestess card literally last night with some friends of mine, and I made reference to the fact that I'd heard of her being referred to as the other woman, and I found that notion really offensive because I felt it was quite a patriarchal disrespect of the power of this woman that she holds. Right? I found that whole notion really offensive. But I'm finding myself eating my words ever so slightly because she's sitting in between these two cards with two people depicted. There are two crows on here, there are two people falling out of the tower here, and this woman here is the one in the middle. Here. She's the one in the middle of both of these. So either there are secrets between you which are going to come out very soon and to, you know, fairly shocking effect. And she indicates the information or the fact that there is a secret at all. Or she is someone who is getting in between you two and bringing this situation about. Take it as it resonates. You know, this could be a catty co-worker. Or it could literally be another woman. And the next card we've got is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is about... it's about ingratitude and it's about rejection. But more than that, I feel like it's a card of not appreciating what you have. In the original depiction in The Rider Waite, there's a chap sat on the side and there's 3 cups in front of him and there's one literally being offered by a hand out of a cloud. And he's staring forwards with a sullen expression and he's not paying any attention. Like, not only does he have 3 cups of his own, but he's been offered one from the divine and he's not even paying attention to that. You know, which is how it comes to mean those things. A refusal to see the blessings that you have. And the 2 cards that came out to clarify were the Fool reversed and the Four of Wands reversed. And the Fool is all about trust, primarily, for me anyway. But he's about new beginnings, he's about taking leaps of faith and moving forwards in new cycles. When he comes up in the reverse, there's a block here. There's an absolute halt in his ability to amble off his cliff in a trustworthy manner. There's a lack of trust. Right? There's a refusal to acknowledge the blessings that you have. And there's a lack of trust and a block moving forwards. And what the Fool is trying to move towards and can't is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is, it's the happy home. You know, fours are numbers of great stability. They're about celebration. They can be about weddings. But when it's this way round, those four wands that are planted so firmly in the ground, subject to gravity, they're just going to fall out. And maybe this is the secret that's between you and whoever in this partnership. Someone is not appreciating the other one. Someone does not trust the other one. And this happy home, maybe it already exists and maybe you're trying to build it, but whatever, it's collapsing. I'm going to pull another card for that because I'd like to know what's going on, because I'm super nosy actually. I have another card. Seven of Wands. People are feeling defensive. They're like they're having to defend themselves, probably from the other person's lack of trust. Whoop. We've got the Magician, and we've got the Page of Cups. I don't like that combination together. Actually, I have to say, generally I quite like the Magician. I feel like he gets a bad rap sometimes. But on this occasion, I'm not feeling quite so inclined. Somebody here is feeling like they need to defend themselves, right? And we've got a lack of trust, we've got taking for granted, we've got all of these things, we've got secrets. We have also got the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak on the bottom of the deck. And then we've got this silver-tongued fellow here coming out with the Page of Cups. Now, I don't like to see the Magician coming out with somebody who's bringing a message, because the Magician manipulates. That's what he does, right? That's his role. But generally he manipulates the elements to manifest into the 3D anything that he desires, right? He's got a lemniscate above his head. His power is limitless. You know, he's limited only by his imagination. Like whatever he can imagine, he can bring into being by the manipulation of these elements. And in that way, manipulation is not a pejorative term, but when you have all of that power coming forwards with a messenger, that starts to smack more of manipulation, that starts to smack of gaslighting, that starts to smack of all those sort of toxic things for me. And somebody is already feeling defensive. I think somebody knows all the right things to say. It's a button presser. That's what we've got here. And I don't like that very much. The final card that you've got is the Two of Wands. The Wands are fire energy. So it's all about creativity and passion and those sorts of things. And the two, we've got the Two of Cups on one side, and then the Four of Cups, and then we've got the Two of Wands on the other side. And this is generally about that point. You see they've got the globe above the wands there. Like, it's that point where you you have an idea, it's the Ace of Wands, and then you start thinking about how you're going to implement that idea, how you're going to bring that to life. You know, it's the planning stage, it's the thinking about stage, it's the very exciting stage just before something happens. But Whereas the crows in this card are beak to beak, they're facing each other. These two crows are facing away. They're making plans. But are they making plans together? Or are they making plans separately? Are they making plans to move apart? I mean, this smacks of some sort of relationship breakdown, this whole reading here for September, whether that is romantic or whatever, you fill in the blanks. And the two cards that we've got to clarify there are Strength, Major Arcana, so it's the card of Leo, and the Page of Pentacles. But again, I'm drawn to the fact that they're facing in opposite directions. One is looking that way and the other one's looking that way. Like if you turn around that way, you know, they're moving towards each other. This way they're moving away from each other. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they've come out under that one there, where they're facing in opposite directions. Page of Pentacles is Earth, obviously, and Strength is Leo and Fire. It feels like there's a you actually have different aims in life, you have different goals, and you're starting to realise that they're not compatible. As long as I mean, there's some fairly crappy behaviour down here anyway, which I feel in and of itself would be justification for this situation to break down. Oh. But it seems very much like you're on a path that leads away from one another, and the Ace of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, but it's in reverse. There's two oracles here for Sagittarius. Right. I feel like one of you is contemplating a period of study or something like that, or there's work, maybe. Something outside the home is dragging one of you away from the other. And one of you is at home trying to be strong about this, probably sat at home by themselves petting the cat, you know, and the other one is distracted by work or study or something like that. And it's having you start to drift apart. The three cards that have come up, and I'm going to read them in this order for this part. This is the second card, and this is the Two of Swords. This is about making a choice about something, right? And the cards either side that came up were Judgment and Temperance, right? That's two major arcana. We've got a card here of making a choice, and then you've got two major arcana come up either side of it, right? So the choice is between this and between this. And the choice that you have is to work to either fix this situation, to go back to this. Look at that, the crows pouring into a cup. It's a reflection of what we saw in the Two of Cups there. Is to keep pouring into each other's cups and try and fix this situation. Or kind of let it end.
with the possibility of picking it up again at a later date, I think.
The overwhelming feeling that I have from the reading as it is that I keep feeling travel is involved here, and I keep feeling like one of you is being pulled abroad or away or for work or something like that. And maybe that's what this new start is. Maybe this is what's uprooting what you've already established here. One of you doesn't want to go, and you're the one who's putting the block on the new start, and the other one is starting to become frustrated and really starting to lose their rag about it. But there's not enough communication here, really. There's very little communication here. And there are secrets, and they are coming out in the month of September. You know, we've got two kind of home cards. We've got the Tower and we've got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is in reverse and the Tower is upright, like something's happening, something's going to jog all this along, one way or another. And this crow's got a blindfold on. It's almost like it knows there's a choice to be made, and it doesn't want to make it. It doesn't want to see what needs to be done. I hope this is resonating with someone. I'm going to pull an advice card. What advice have we got for Sagittarius for the month of September? I'll say that because I didn't jump. Advice, Sagittarius. We've got Justice and the Three of Swords again, but it's come out in the reverse this time. Let's see if there's one more card for Sagittarius. That was several cards. Okay. The other thing that I would say at this point is don't give up your power to a reader. You have to do what's right to you. You have to follow your own intuition, your own judgment, and do that. However, that said, the shadow card on the bottom of the deck is now the Four of Pentacles. You are clinging to something that you shouldn't be clinging to. And the right thing to do is, well, the right thing to do for you is to allow these swords to fall out of your heart. Remember, the shadow card was that way up when we brought it out the first time. It's now this way out. Like, let yourself heal from that. And the way you're going to do that is to understand that it's not a situation that can be brought back into balance. There isn't a lot of reconciliation possible here. It's not possible to bring harmony to this situation because now fundamentally you want very different things and you're not compatible in that way. There's a massive compromise that would need to be made by someone here, and they would not be being true to themselves if they were to do that. And it's time to go. It's time to leave quite fast. I don't know. I don't feel like this is a negative thing. Although obviously the message is kind of like, oh shit, let it end and stuff. I really reject this notion that people, you know, you meet the one person and then that one person has to be everything to you for your entire life. You know, you're going through decades and decades of life where you are both changing and your goals change, what you want out of life changes, and you as people change. You know, these things will grow and evolve over time, and there's this notion that you have to grow and evolve together, and sometimes people just don't do that. So sometimes, you know, you're put together with a person, you spend time with that person, you enjoy that person, and then when it's done, you move on. that's a far healthier way to do it, I think. But I think you're getting to the point now where you understand that this isn't really cutting it anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. If it resonates, like, let me know somehow. Just send me a like or something, or message me. You know, whatever you like. I'm on social media as Scorched Earth Tarot. Facebook and Instagram primarily. Well, only actually at this point. So yeah, feels a bit more coherent than the last one. But yeah, failing this, I will see you in October.